Russia is the world's largest producer of rough diamonds. They are one of the few major exports still untouched by sanctions imposed in response to President Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine last year. Critics say revenue from the industry helps finance the war. But now the European Union and the G7 are about to impose a ban on them. Our correspondent Sofia Betitsa reports.
These glitzy videos are produced by a mining company in Siberia. A third of the world's diamonds come from here. When Russia invaded Ukraine, foreign sanctions hit Russian coal, gas, vodka, caviar, but these stones have continued to be exported all over the world. The European Union has held off from a ban, largely because Belgium was keen to protect this city, Antwerp, the diamond capital of the world.
This is where diamonds are polished in factories like this one. And more than 80% of all rough diamonds that are mined across the globe are traded here in the city of Antwerp. This is the gateway to the world for Russian diamonds. But all that is changing.
That's because the EU and the G7 are about to unveil sanctions banning the import of diamonds mined in Russia, which affects people like Thierry. Before the war, half of all his stones came from Russia.
Some of the companies were very much reliant on their business with Russia. It was a very big business and it had to stop. The turnover of some of the companies who were big traders in Russian diamonds, they went out of business.
But critics say that Russian stones should be considered as conflict diamonds, gems sold to finance Putin's war. In the first half of this year, the El Rosa mine generated more than $2 billion, and a lot of that cash goes to the Kremlin. But can a ban actually work? It's incredibly difficult to know for sure where a diamond comes from.
It's very difficult to trace diamonds. So other commodities like chocolate or tea, you can really have a certificate of origin. It's very clear. For diamonds, it's very difficult because diamonds, they travel and they often get mixed. And it's not registered what's in the mix. So you end up with a certificate of mixed origin and you cannot tell where they come from.
And that could make this ban tricky to enforce. Analysts say it's essential to introduce a system to trace the diamonds every step of the way, from the mine to the jewellery store. But even with their flaws, the hope is that these new sanctions will cut off another vital source of revenue for Vladimir Putin and his war against Ukraine. Sofia Betitsa, BBC News, Antwerp.